Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for March 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. So, what does the zodiac sign Sagittarius need to know about March 2022? What does Sagittarius need to know about that? Queen of Cups in reverse. What does Sagittarius need to know about March 2022? I feel like those were supposed to come out. The King of Wands. Sometimes you just gotta follow your intuition. The Six of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, Swords. What was Sagittarius experience in March 2022? The Chariot and Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It's a little spicy. It is, but it's not too spicy, okay? The energy is great in March for you all, especially when it comes to success, victory, that kind of energy, like overcoming something or setting out to do something and it coming alive. Very specific word, vision and visionary. So those are the words that I keep getting. So whatever it is you put your mind to and your sights on in March has a chance of a very good outcome, especially when it comes to your creativity, gaining skill. If you're looking to, I don't know, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to go after, it's going to happen. And fairly quickly. You might be feeling very determined in March, especially for my entrepreneurs. If you have like a business or something that you're starting, or even not even just a business, like for some, I'm thinking someone who might be like into freelance work, or like you find a way to make money on the side, or you make money at the job, but you like excel and you make more money. There's something that goes on here as far as a passion project goes, and like you setting your intentions and getting that back. But there's a little dramatic energy here with this Queen of Cups in reverse. There's somebody that's being a little dramatic, and I saw it as soon as the card came out. There's some dramatic energy. Someone who's a little emotionally out of control or kind of dominating situations with what they want. And especially with this Three of Pentacles, I feel like you may not be working as well with someone in the month. And I don't necessarily see fighting more than I see stubbornness, like someone not being willing to see the other person's side, or you see the other side, you just don't care because you're gonna do what you want to do. And this could be you, and this could be someone else as well. Water signs are Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpio, so that could be the person. And by you being a fire sign, I do feel like this is your energy where you feel determined, you're in your power, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And then you have this Queen of Cups here, this water sign here, that's kind of like throwing a tantrum on the side. And it doesn't have to be, this could be vice versa as well. But trying to morph those energies together, make something out of nothing in a situation. Be careful about manipulation though. Being emotionally manipulated though. But because you both are or you and a group of people, whatever, because you both have different ideas of what something is supposed to be, it's not even just about working together more than it is like hearing each other's side and seeing how you can compromise. For some reason, I'm seeing like a seesaw. So it's not necessarily about like, we'll do your way for 1 week and we'll do mine. No. It's literally like, how can we both do what we're doing without getting in each other's way? So that will only make sense to who that's supposed to make sense to. But like, it's somebody that's just like, okay, both of us is not gonna listen to the other, so we might as well just like do what we gonna do. Also, there's some like emotional fulfillment and choosing not to be a victim. It's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, you may take control of a situation that may have been out of control for some time. Especially with this Six of Swords, there is a sense of moving. There's a lot of forward movement with these cards. So there is a sense of you may be moving, leaving something, behind. Or this is simply like a transition moment in your life. Like, whatever is happening or has happened is like you'll start to feel like you're coming onto something new in March, Sagittarius. It's almost like, okay, whatever was happening before, you're in the hallway of the next room. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. And it's also about rites of passage. So some of you might have a child that's like having their 16th birthday, or going to kindergarten, or going to college, something like that. That may come up as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in your relationship. What's going on for Sagittarius in their relationships, love and relationships in March 2022? Try me. The other. Clarifying. What's going on with Sagittarius in their love and relationships in March 2022? Girl with the popcorn. Yeah, somebody got an attitude. One more. something positive. What's going on in Sagittarius love and relationships? Any good things happening for Sagittarius in their love and relationships in March 2022? Okay. They was like, girl, no. I'll read these out to you. Playing the field came out. Bold move came out. Mall crawl came out. Shy came out. And groom, which talks about someone who's trying to do some commitment. The only one I'm going to keep is playing the field because that's the one that broke the deck, that fell out first. But yeah, there is, okay, for some of you, first of all, there's a lot of masculine energy in your reading, which means, and I mean, it doesn't have to be a man specifically, but you know, it could be somebody with very action oriented energy. So, and that could be, like I said, another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Also could be a Libra or Capricorn or Cancer, but yeah. I mean, we talked about that water sign already, so it might be Cancer. Okay, so obviously for some of you, there is somebody who has a lot of options. Some of you could just be dating around, or you're dealing with someone who is dating around with the playing the field and the others. So that means you may have admirers, you may have people that are interested. If you're newly single, like you have options on the table, or there's somebody around you who is exercising their options. Very, very specifically, someone who has a son has a lot of options, and options are getting a little out of hand. Not that you need to interfere, more so that it may be one of those situations. If you're a mother, you're probably like looking through the door like, is this the third girl this week? Like that kind of vibe. And that could be only for a few of you, but I just felt the need to say that because I keep saying this young boy and a mother just being like, okay. But again, so that's something that might come up this week as well. And yes, there is somebody that's possibly on a chopping block. Some of you could be in a messy, like tumultuous relationship, and there's one person who's like trying to address it and being bold and being upfront, and there's somebody else who's not, like who's just completely trying to get out of, like, act like it's not going on. And that may be what's causing the friction, is that someone doesn't want to address something and someone else does. Someone is doing a lot of partying. If you haven't, consider traveling, consider enjoying yourself soon. It doesn't have to be this month in March specifically, but at some point, like, enjoy yourself, Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like that's something that may appeal to you. Yeah, Shy kind of mirrors that person that's escaping the situation. Somebody's being nervous and second guessing their relationship, while somebody else is being very bold and making stuff happen. I feel like for some of you, you may not even be romantically concerned right now. Like I said, if you have options, you have them, but you may just be more focused on like your push forward than you are like romantic relationships. And then for those who are in relationships, that did come up, there is some type of commitment that's on the table. But I almost feel like you're not, for somebody, for those who are in a committed relationship, this may not apply to you. For those who aren't, I feel like you may not be willing to settle for the option that you have. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your career and finances. What does Sagittarius need to know in their career and finances in March 2022? Your cards are coming out like butter. One more. What does Sagittarius need to know about their career and finances? Okay. Because that's really where the money is. That's what everybody worried about. I see. Employment change. Okay. Deserving. And declutter. And I don't know if I said this, but visualize abundance in all forms. Okay, Sagittarius. So you could be getting a new job. If you're not getting a new job, or like there's not some type of update going on in your career, there's definitely you wanting something to change in your career. Maybe wanting to make more money. Maybe you're in school. Something like that is going on where you're trying to change not only what you do, but probably your income as well. Both of these cards want to kind of just reiterate that you are deserving, Sagittarius, that you deserve the abundance that you like are going to come into, or that you want to have for yourself, because you just need to be a little bit lifted. And I think if you keep thinking about because I don't even think that you're thinking about the negative. I think that you may be almost complacent, or almost kind of like my situation is what it is, which is a good attitude to have in that you're not on either side of the scale, stressing or not stressing. But I feel like you may just be a little bit too humble. I guess is the word I'm looking for. You may need to remember that you do deserve it. If you don't do visualization exercises, like visualizing what you want for your future or have a vision board, that might be something that you want to do. Yeah, but just know that you deserve it, okay? And then also decluttering. You'll feel better and more focused if you find time to clear away clutter from your living or workspace. Donate what you can to help others, and be sure your schedule is uncluttered as well. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, that may be what causes this Three of Pentacles moments, this miscommunication, either because your schedule is too filled or because you refuse to put someone on your schedule. And that may be for very few of you, but I hear that very loudly. Somebody is like, no, I got stuff to do, and I said no, and then this person gonna cry about it, and you gonna be like, I don't know what to tell you, boo, because I said no. So I feel like, but also if it is something important, try to get out of that mind state, because like it needs to be on there. Like you can't just not. If it is important, you can't just like not put it on there. But put it on there somewhere, even if it's at the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, and I can see you guys working more in your life purpose now. I think you guys have been just kind of working at things for a while. Just, you know, whatever you've been doing it. Whatever you've been making happen, you've been making happen. But I feel like lately, or at least in March, you're going to feel more like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or I feel good doing this. So let's move on to your advice. What advice do you have for Sagittarius in March 2022? Any advice for Sagittarius in March? Spirit guide. Grieving. Any other advice for Sagittarius? Woo. And dreams. Purple or blue. So your throat chakra and your third eye chakra may need some tuning, or is overactive. So dreams obviously talks about dreams. Paying attention to your dreams. I always tell people to keep a dream journal, write down your dreams, and then decode them later and figure out what they mean. For you all, both of these cards do mention a deceased loved one trying to get in contact with you. And then with the spirit guide card, and the fact that our deceased loved ones can serve as a spirit guide or angel or an ancestor, somebody is trying to get in contact with you, Sagittarius, and they meant it. Okay, they are coming through in every way possible. If you recently lost someone, or you have lost someone in general in your life, and you've been thinking about them constantly, or like more than normal, or you keep seeing angel numbers, and that specific number may be a number that relates to a certain person, just pay attention to your dreams. They're sending you information, and I think a lot of whatever they're sending you is to get you over the hump. It's either encouragement or mostly encouragement, but there's like an element of just information that you need that only they would be able to provide to you in a spiritual way, if that makes any sense. So like if you've been stuck on something, or if you've been feeling super sad, it may be something that they're trying to say to you to lift you up. So look forward to that as well. Yeah. And then trust your intuition, and trust that energy. Like I told you earlier, that energy of like, go get them. Trust that energy, because the more you get into trusting yourself, the better you'll feel in your life, because those decisions will just improve everything. Like those gut feelings, and not like feeling guilty or doing something because you feel like you have to. Doing it because you want to is going to really benefit you in the month of March. Do what you're guided to do, and allow yourself to grieve. Honestly, for some of you, I'm feeling like you might be doing a little too much grieving. Like I know we have, like I said, with this emotionally, like being melodramatic, it's almost like, yeah, you got all this stuff going on, but then there's still something that's kind of weighing on you. Okay, so I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use this deck to answer any question that you have. I'm gonna pull one card from this. So ask your question. You got it? Okay. Let's see. So what is the answer to Sagittarius's question that they are asking right now? What is Sagittarius's answer to their question? Oh, you got two. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure. You're ready. Now, I get the feeling that this may be for, and see that purple came out again. I get the feeling for someone you asked 2 questions, you were in between 2 questions, and those are the answers to both. So this is to the first and this is to the second. And then there are different people who asked 2 different things. So you're ready to reconsider what you're trying to do. You're ready for the consequences of whatever comes. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.